Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray, and we are here to jump into episode 2 of Pit Babe. Pit Babe season 2. Let's not forget, we are in season 2, y'all. Okay, so first episode, we got caught up with all of our characters. It's been a year since the events of the final episode of Pit Babe season 1, where Wei died because we, of course, started off with the anniversary to Wei's death. We found, there's been a new race car driver who's challenging Babe. He beat Babe in the first round of the season, but we have the whole season left, so we could, recover our record. We're not going to recover our record because it was the first time Babe has ever lost in the last, several years, so, the record's shot, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna win the whole or lose the whole season. So I'm sure it'll be neck and neck. We also have Pete and Charlie working day and night to try and find a cure for people who want to get rid of their abilities that accompany their alpha status. I presume that it's only going to get rid of their abilities and not their actual alphaness. So everything else about an alpha will probably remain the same, I'm thinking. I guess Omega in the case of Jeff. So because he's not an alpha, he's an omega. But anyway, we're not really getting anything close to a full cure or dissolving of powers, whatever. Serum, let's say. So we brought in a new researcher, and guess what? He looks just like Wei. So it's either Wei's long lost brother, his clone, or it's actually Wei, but with all his memories replaced. So one of those options. I don't know, but it's really tense for Pete because Pete is in the middle of grieving. They literally just had the memorial yesterday, so he's grieving hard. It's going to be hard to work in a lab with him and see his face all the time, and it's not Wei, and he's feeling all kinds of feelings. So we're going to actually dig into the Pete-Wei relationship so that I can actually feel invested in them. That was one of my biggest complaints of season 1, is that I was supposed to believe how deep their feelings were for each other, and yet they had almost only 4 interactions that entire season. And I was like, oh, this is not enough for me to actually feel this. So I'm hoping season 2 will rectify a lot of the things that I found quite lacking in the Pete-Wei relationship so that I can let go. I can let go of Kenta and Pete, because I was Penta truther. I'm just saying, I still kind of am, but I can see that they're going to separate them and then focus completely on Pete and Wei, just because I know that those two actors are moving towards being a paired couple, so that they do shows together kind of continuously going forward. So I get it. I understand that they are the couple that has been chosen by the powers that be. But me personally, I shipped Kenta and Pete, and I thought that their chemistry was actually quite fun and quite good. So, but it's fine. Honestly, I'm ready to watch the second episode. Let's see what Tony has to say about, everything that happened. I'm sure he clearly is still a piece of shit. He has learned absolutely nothing from being stabbed in the back and in the front by Kenta. So, unfortunately, Kenta is captured again by Tony. So he's just in never-ending hell. Somebody rescue Kenta from this hell, y'all. And Kim's leaving because Kim was kind of his other, Kenta's potential love interest, right? If I remember correctly, they were hinting at a pairing there. But Kim is leaving, and I'm pretty sure we didn't see Kim in the opening. So yeah, I think I think Kenta may be on his own. Ugh, and I don't know if the others care enough about him to want to rescue him. You know, not even Pete. Like, ugh. Well, I guess they may not know that he's out of jail because they were all in jail, right? So I guess it depends on whether or not word breaks out that 3 convicts escaped from jail. But if they never hear that, they're just gonna think he's in jail. But it does say something that they never like visited him or called him or anything like that. Like, oof. After he was the one that saved all of y'all by killing Tony, and not a single one of y'all like visits him in jail or calls him. Not even Pete, the one who grew up with him. Like, that's crazy. Like that, like low key. If Kenta became a villain, I would completely like a full-on autonomous villain, like a villain in his own right, not just because he's being controlled by Tony. I would understand. If he just got abandoned, I would completely understand Kenta just saying, fuck it, I'm just gonna be evil. Like, just saying. All right, let's actually watch episode 2. Oh, so I rewatched the opening, and I did see, sorry to pause so early. I did see Kim in the opening. So Kim's still going to be here. He's still going to be part of a team. And is clearly going to have some kind of love line with Kenta, because I saw them in the flashes too. As is Dean, even though Dean just got shot in the back. So, you know, I guess we'll figure it out.
มันเป็นไปได้เหรอ
Maybe he
วะ
just got
ที่คน
shot
เรา
in
มัน
the
จะได้
leg.
เหมือนกันโดยที่ไม่ใช่ญาติกัน
วันดับเบิลแกงเกอร์ถึงมันจะเป็นไม่ได้ยากอะแต่ว่าก็ไม่ได้หมายความว่าเป็นไปไม่ได้
All right. Doppelganger, a scientific term? Sure.
เราจะอธิบายด้วยอะไรลอยๆแบบนั้นได้เหรอแต่ไอคนที่ชื่อคริสเนี่ยผมว่าน่าจะมีอะไรเกี่ยวข้องกับการตายของไอเวย์
It's definitely sus either
พี่คิดว่า
way.
ไง
I mean, we all saw Wade
แต่คุณ
die
พี่ก็
and
ทดสอบ
how
แล้ว
he
นะพี่
died.
ว่าพี่คริสไม่ได้โกหกอะ
แต่วันนั้นเหตุการณ์ที่บ้านไอ้โทนี่เนี่ย
We were all
ทุกคน
there.
ก็เห็นกันหมด
Yeah.
ว่าไอ้เวย์มันไปสบายแล้ว แถมตัวการอย่างไอ้โทนี่ก็ตายไปแล้วนะเว้ย
Well, see, and now because we're wrong about
โลกนี้มี
Tony,
โลกอื่น
we could be
เยอะ
wrong
มาก
about
เลยนะ
Way
บางที
easily.
มันอาจจะ
ดีกว่าคิดไปเองแล้วมาเถียงกันแบบนี้
Yeah. I like the open communication, by the way, with the team. Now everybody's on the same page.
โอ้เก่งเกินใช่ไหม
ดับเบิลแกง
คงต้องรอกูกลับมารอบหน้ามั้ง
Don't be playing around with him, though. Yeah, don't play around with him. Don't keep him on the hook and then just drop him, sir.
เป็นไงเราคุยอะไรกัน
Honestly, you should just be frank and honest about your feelings for him. And if he's not ready, then he's not ready, and you can move on. You know?
แล้วผมจะไม่ไปไหนจนกว่างานของผมจะสำเร็จ
Hmm? Not you
คุณ
refusing
พู
to
ด
be
เกี่ยวกับเรื่อง
fired.
ยาสลายทักษะนั่นเหรอไว้ใจมากที่สุด
No, don't say that.
ทีนี้รับผมเข้าทำงานได้หรือยังครับ
Why'd you say that? That's a weird thing to say. Why would he be the one that you can trust the most? You don't seem
ผม
okay.
รู้ว่าพี่เครียดมากอะไม่งั้นพี่คง
Don't this kind of look like the place from 3 Will Be Free? Remember the flashback with Shin and oh my god, why can't I think of his name? Oh my god, why can't I think of his name? Shin, Mew, and oh, the other guy in the throuple. I can't think of his name. Oh my god, that's killing me. Anyway, doesn't this kind of look like the place where they, maybe I'm misremembering it, but it kind of looks like the place where they had their date back in the flashback episode, and we got to see how they knew each other. Kind of, I don't know. This something about this is making me think of
ไม่หนี
that.
ผมมาแบบเนี้ย
ใจกูไปทุกเรื่องเลยนะฮะ
Neo, Shin, Neo, and Mew are a throuple. My
Please,
favorite
Tom Chow.
throuple.
เดี๋ยวนี้ใครก็มองว่ากูฝีมือตก
พี่คิดว่าวิลลี่เก่งมากเลยเหรอ
Yeah, I think he's actually very good.
เก่งกว่าพ่อกูแหละ
Titties are tittying, y'all. Oof. Here we go. The fact that he still has any power at all. But I guess if he has a whole lot of secret money, yeah, he still have power.
ยังไงป่าก็ต้อนรับแกเสมอ
If you treated him like shit this whole time,
ผมไม่มี
please.
พ่อ
Shoot me or don't.
จะได้เล่นสนุกกันว่าคนที่ฉันส่งเข้าไป มันจะทำให้ไอ้ฮันเตอร์ชิบหายขนาดไหน
It's either Chris or it's Willy. Or both. I mean, you know, I can see him doing 2 plants. They throwing Kenta out in the street. On the side of the fucking road, like trash. At least he's out of there. God, but he got pistol whipped. Probably got a crazy concussion right now. Ooh. Don't use your hands. What?
ลุง
Who in the world uses their hands to do that? Go out there and get a broom and a tray, whatever, scoop. You know what I mean? And just pick it up normally.
ทำอะไรเนี่ย
I mean, obviously, this is to have us have this moment. This, you know, they have him do that goofy shit just for this.
เฮียเราลื้อของมาซ่อมเหรอลุง
Right? The fact that it was right there. It was literally 2 steps away, y'all. Why? There was no reason to not have him go over there and get this and fucking sweep it. I'm pissed. Purely to have the moment of him sucking on his finger. That's it.
รู้ได้ไงเนี่ย แอบอ่านใจปะเนี่ย งานคนเก่งเนี่ยควบคุมเซนส์ของตัวเองได้มาเป็นปีแล้วนี่
Yeah, but he lied to you.
เป็นอะไรอ่ะทำไม
Yeah,
ทำหน้า
he's
อย่างนั้น
feeling weird about lying.
แกยังอยากให้เซนส์ของแกมันหายไปถาวรอยู่หรือเปล่า หรือว่าอยู่ๆก็นึกเสียดายขึ้นมา
Oh, not the fadeaway. All right. Pooh looks older, doesn't he?
ซ้อมแต่เช้าเลยนะพี่
I didn't want to. I saw it
กู
last
ก็ซ้อมแบบนี้ของ
episode,
กูทุกวัน
but
แล้วหลังจากนี้กูจะซ้อมให้หนักมากขึ้น
just
คอยดู
now,
เลย
he
เนาะ
just looks older.
He-
He's getting older.
หักโหมไปก็ไม่ดีนะ พักบ้าง
อย่าไปห้ามพี่เบฟเลยพี่
คนชนะก็ต้องเป็นผม
I mean, haven't you been
จริงๆ กู
taking
ก็ไม่ได้
charge
อยาก
on
ได้นักแข่งที่ฝี
his?
มือเทพอะไรขนาดนั้นหรอก กูต้องการคนที่เข้าใจระบบทีมมากกว่า ฝีมือมันฝึกกันได้เว้ย
Oh, is it time for North?
ปีนี้มึงขึ้นมาแข่งรุ่นใหญ่ได้แล้วนะเว้ย
That makes
Hello.
sense.
จริงดิวะ
ไอ้เบิร์ดเจ๋งไปเลยอ่ะ
Good luck.
ยินดีด้วยนะมึง
ไม่ได้ขึ้นชุดใหญ่แล้วเว้ยไหวครับ
Again, we've been through thick and thin together.
Lung.
We literally
แต่ตอนนี้
took down a human trafficking
มัน
ring,
เอาช่างประ
seemingly.
จำตัวไปด้วยนี่
Though not fully.
แล้วแบบเนี้ยเราจะหาใครแทน ผมว่า
All right, who's the new mechanic? Is it Kenta? No.
จีน
Dean?
พี่เบบใจเย็นก่อนเบบ
Dean tried to brain this man with a hammer, y'all. Like, he almost murdered him with a hammer. And you didn't feel like it was appropriate to let Babe know ahead of time that you were going to bring Dean back into the fold? He almost hammered him and he sabotaged the car. Like, that shit was crazy. Why are we doing this? Why did Alan do this? I understand that Alan felt affection for Dean, and he probably still does because he's one of the kids he raised up in the car racing scene and everything. But at the same time, the shit that he did was fucked up. Why are we constantly putting Babe in a position to have to forgive the people who hurt him? Why? Please tell me why do we constantly have to make Babe deal with people who have irrevocably harmed him and then have to get over it? From Charlie to Way, now here with Dean, why are we doing this to Babe constantly? Babe is mine, and I will not stand for him being mistreated.
ใจเย็นก่อนเว้ย
Why didn't you give them a heads
No,
up
like, be like-
that you're bringing Dean back into the fold? Bare minimum, they deserved a
ก็เมื่อคืน
warning. They didn't try and cover up the body?
แล้วพวกมันนี่เป็นใครอ่ะ
Terrible gangsters?
ผมก็ไม่รู้เหมือนกันครับ แต่
But I guess
มัน
they
ดู
thought
มี
they
ทุก
were
ค
in
น
a
มาก
remote place,
ข
so
นาด
the
ทำให้
body
เรือน
was
จำปล่อย
found.
ตัว
It
นัก
didn't
โทษมาได้
matter. Fair enough.
พี่อนันต์ครับ พี่ไม่ต้องเป็นห่วงผมนะครับ พรุ่งนี้เช้าผมก็ไปแล้ว
มึงอยากกลับเข้ามาทำที่อู่ไหมล่ะ
I'm so sorry. That's so disrespectful to Babe.
แต่พี่อนันต์ผมทำผิดกับพี่มาเยอะ พี่เองก็ช่วยผมมาเยอะ ผมไม่อยากทำให้พี่ลำบากอีกแล้วอะ
It's not even that I don't believe Dean. I do, actually, weirdly. I do believe Dean. Because to be honest, the beef that he had with Alan, not choosing him constantly, was legitimate, even though he went about it the wrong way. And personally, I understand that he sabotaged the car to make it slow down, but wasn't intending to almost kill Charlie. But he definitely picked up that fucking hammer and was about to murder Babe in the garage when he got found out. Like, obviously it was a crime of passion, but at the same time, he still did that shit. So what I'm saying is that common courtesy would be to let the team know ahead of time before you just sprung him on everybody. Especially Babe, and especially Charlie. Like, both of them, actually. He directly harmed both of them. It's some
แล้วอี
bullshit.
กอย่าง ถ้าผมกลับไป พี่คิดว่าทุกคนจะโอเคเหรอครับ
แต่เอาจริงๆกูเข้าใจนะเว้ย พวกเฮียมันหลอกใช้มึงอะ
Yeah, of course. Because Babe,
I'm
we
telling you,
already know
yeah,
from
so-
season 1 that Babe is the most forgiving man in the
ครับ
world.
แต่จากนี้ไปเนี่ย ผมจะไม่ขอแข่งอีก
ไอ้น็อตมึงเก็บประแจทิ้งให้หมดเลยนะ เห็นแล้วแม่งหลอนเลยเฮีย
Yeah, because he almost got murdered by this
ผ
man.
มสามารถไปทำงานที่อู่ได้
And
ใช่
we're
ไหม
just
ครับ
like, chuckle, chuckle, hide all the
บอก
wrenches.
พี่อรันนะ
Yo!
ขอบคุณนะครับพี่เบฟให้โอกาสผม
It's fine. It's fine. But I still
ขอบคุณมาก
hate
นะเว้ย
that Babe is always put in a
ขอบคุณด้วย
position where he
ชาลี
has to swallow
อย่างน้อยพวกมึง
his
ก็ยอมเข้าใจ
trauma for the sake of other people.
ไม่เป็นไรพี่
And usually has
ผม
absolutely
เชื่อใจพี่กับเจ
no,
ฟ แล้วก็ชาลีด้วย
thanks or care for his own like PTSD.
Oh.
Nothing.
เก็บประแจดิ รออะไรอะ เอาเลยอะพี่
Oop, another vision. Oh, they happen more and more frequently, huh?
กู แล้วอยากเข้าหากู
แต่คนสุดท้ายที่เข้าหาพี่ด้วยวิธีเนี้ย
Now
ก็ได้
you're
พี่เป็น
boo.
แฟนแล้วนี่ครับ ผมไม่มีสิทธิ์บ้างเหรอครับ
No. The things that he and Charlie have been through, you would never understand, sir. Like, even with the newsreels going out about what happened at the auction, like, it still isn't the full picture of what they have been through. No, you don't have a chance, sir.
ผมว่าผมยังดูมีออร่ากับพี่ชาลี
No, you don't. I can tell you that right now. No.
กูไม่ได้อยากสนใจคำที่ออกมาจากปากหมาๆของมึงหรอกนะ แต่กูจะเตือนไว้อย่างหนึ่ง อย่าพูดชื่อแฟนกู
His scent smell like shit, don't it?
โทษทีว่ะเหม็นกินอัลฟา กูทำไม่ลง
They are smelling all of each other's breath, by the way. These two actors. They are all up in each other's
ให้
face,
ผลลัพธ์ใกล้
bro.
เคียงกับตอนที่ลุงเรวันเคยฉีดให้ผมเลยนะครับ
Oh Lord, now he about to get jealous and probably flip out. He was already getting a little jealous earlier. He's gonna be big mad. All right, we're street racing. Oh,
เริ่มพันด้วยอะไรดีครับ
well, it was not nighttime when he saw the
ก็ถ้ามึงแพ้เนี่ย
accident.
ก็เลิกเสือกเรื่องของกูสักที
Lord, Charlie is not gonna be happy. He's gonna kiss him suddenly. I'm gonna take a picture. Come on, we know what's about to happen.
พี่อะไรของมึงเนี่ย กูบอกว่าเลิกยุ่งกับกูไง
Oh, buddy, here we go. Charlie's gonna be big mad, y'all.
ไม่สนุกก็รีบกลับบ้านสิครับ ของดีนะรออยู่ที่บ้าน
Here we go. Here we go. Just say why you're actually mad, Charlie. And just say what really was going on tonight. All you had to do was say, ugh, I met fucking, what is his name again? Willy. I met Willy. And, you know, he challenged me to a race. It was really annoying, you know. But I handled it.
อะไรของมึงเนี่ย ชาลี
Not biting him up. Oop. All right, that's where we at. Oop.
คนดื้อ
Charlie's switch up whenever he be topping is so crazy. I always love it. His whole energy just be different. Staring into his soul right now. He didn't know he could get that angry. Yeah, he did not know he could get that jealous, I think. But honest, open communication would help you, Charlie. He put it on his Insta like an asshole. Oh, buddy.
พ
ท่าที่ผมดูเนี่ยเซลล์ของคุณเนี่ยมีความทนทานมากกว่าปกตินะครับ
Yeah,
ถ้า
because
เราถอด
he's
รหัสตรงนี้ได้
adaptable.
เนี่ยเราน่าจะปลดล็อกอะไรบางอย่างที่เกี่ยวกับยาสลายทักษะได้
แล้วผมต้องทำไง
It's
บ้าง
like
ครับ
his ability is literally, absorbing others' abilities, right? And his body is like adaptable to all kinds of abilities. So I imagine it might be harder for
วันนี้คุณไม่ได้
him
ไปไหนใช่ไหมครับ
when it comes to finding something
Jeff?
that's compatible.
วันนี้จะมีใครเข้ามาซ้อมที่อู่อีกไหมเนี่ย
His
เห็นพี่รัน
DNA.
บอกว่าพี่เบฟน่าจะเข้ามาซ้อมนะครับ
The vision. They just coming on rapidly now, like every day. Damn. Oh, we're still. Yeah, I said this is daytime. Oh, that's Babe. You need to tell somebody what is happening to you. Tell Charlie again, and tell Alan. You're in danger. You need to go to the hospital. Is he feeling the injury like he was in the car accident? Like the way he's holding his arm is like he got into the car accident himself. All right, that was episode 2, y'all. All right, we got a little bit more information, at least for, well, we didn't get any information on why Tony is still here, but Chris, appears to not be Way or have his memories or anything like that. Appears. I think it's probably just Way with memories replaced. Now, do we think that that's the person that Tony was saying was planted? Tony would be the only person with the resources to be able to do something like that to Chris, replace his memories. But if it's something that just happened because he died and came back, that still doesn't explain how he ended up in the US as a researcher and then came here. Like, so it has to be deliberate. Somebody has to have replaced his memories. If it is Way and is not a clone or a twin that's out there and it is actually Way, then somebody did that to him or he did that to himself, whatever, because he has a whole other background and educational history and everything like that. Way wasn't a scientist. He wasn't a, researcher. Like, so he was given a whole new identity, or that's actually just a different person, I'm sure we'll find out. We also have Willy, for whatever reason pushing up on Babe. Willy actually is is the person that I think Tony was talking about when he said, I've already planted someone among them that, will shake it up, blah, blah, blah. I think that's Willy. Willy is extremely sus. It's weird that he knows exactly how Charlie became Babe's boyfriend. Like, that's weird. That wouldn't be in the news. The only person I can think of who would tell him that is somebody in the know. I guess it's kind of public knowledge that Babe was out here running these streets with every alpha in the vicinity. Would it be common knowledge that Charlie approached him as a fan first and then became his boyfriend? It might be. That might be common knowledge among like the people on the scene, like the other racers and the staff at X Hunter. That might be common knowledge. So let me roll that back a little bit. That's not that suspicious to know, but his hot pursuit of Babe is a bit suspicious. I also think it's really weird to try and approach somebody the same way that their current boyfriend approached them in the past. Like, ignoring the fact that you're trying to go after somebody who's in a relationship, which is already skeevy, the fact that you're doing it in the exact same way that this previous person did it is weirder. It's even weirder to do that, sir. So, you know, but then that's stoking Charlie's jealousy, like serious jealousy. I think he didn't really understand how jealous he could be until this moment. And I don't know what about this situation has triggered him the most, because Babe has had other people flirt with him. I'm sure that there have been people that have flirted with him in the years since the first season, but he never reacted like this. Charlie, I mean, he's never reacted like this. So something is different, whether it's just, you know, everything that they've been through, or the tension in the team from the race, or the tension in the team from Wade's doppelganger being here. Something has made him even more like intense in jealousy than I think he was before. Maybe he just simply before didn't feel entitled to Babe, or I don't want to say it like he feels entitled to him now, but you know what I mean. He didn't feel, because he was lying to Babe so much. I wonder if the reason that he wasn't as possessive is simply because he didn't feel like he had a right to be possessive, you know? Whereas now I think he's so in the relationship now, and he genuinely considers Babe to be, you know, his boyfriend, that he's finally allowing himself to feel the things that, you know, he would normally feel in a relationship. One would normally feel in a relationship, I guess. I mean, he also is a little bit insecure about his own abilities and things like that. And he also feels bad because he's still using Babe's senses and stuff. You know, he's got a lot going on. Charlie has a lot going on for him, so I get it. But we'll see where it goes. But I'm thinking it's going to escalate in a bad way, because I'm pretty sure this is Charlie's first relationship. Like, I don't think he's ever been interested in a relationship before Babe. Just because of everything, you know, the way that he grew up with Tony, and the life that he's led up till now. I just don't see him being somebody who dated before this. I'm pretty sure we established that in season 1, that Babe was certainly his first serious boyfriend. But yeah, yeah. So this is a new thing for him to experience, having a long-term relationship, and so he's having new feelings he'll have to process, I think. What else do I have to say? I mean, the stuff with North and Sonic is quite sad. Like, North is so into Sonic, and for whatever reason, Sonic is putting up walls and, you know, pretending like he doesn't feel what he's feeling. And that's the way it was in season 1 too. North was definitely more open about the fact that he was into Sonic, way more than Sonic was. I'm not saying that Sonic doesn't like him or anything like that. I'm just saying that I feel like we've been seeing more of North trying his best than Sonic reciprocating. And so it's, maybe he's just nervous, maybe he's just afraid that he's gonna get hurt or something, but something is causing Sonic not to move forward. But North is feeling some kind of way about it, especially the way that it just feels like he's being strung along a little bit. It does. It truly does. I know that's probably not Sonic's intention, but that's what it feels like. So, you know. And they've been apparently circling each other for years, so it's time. You know. Maybe they need to just cut bait. Yeah. What else is happening? Talked about Willy. Talked about... I mean, Pete is going through it. you know, because he's just seeing this new guy, Chris, and all he's seeing in his mind is Way. You know, it's really hard for him. It's harder for him because he's going to be around him the most, you know, because he's at the lab with Chris, as opposed to, you know, Babe, the rest of the team, they don't have to see him, you know. They don't have to see Chris all the time, every day in, day out, like Pete is. And a little bit Charlie, but Charlie is also not that emotionally invested in Way. So he just kind of, you know, wanted to protect Babe from Way. But other than that, he doesn't have like a huge personal connection with Way. So, like, it's not a huge thing for him to see him repeatedly or constantly. But for Pete, yeah, he'd be going through it. So, yeah, it's tough. Kenta was cut loose. Obviously, Tony's on his mind game shit. He's always doing shit like that, trying to basically make them come to him and declare their loyalty to him out of fear and intimidation and manipulation. So, you know, I'm not surprised that he's cutting him loose, but probably going to keep an eye on him or something like that. Like, you know, we all know how it goes with Tony. But I don't know what Kenta's going to do. Is Kenta going to come to the team and tell them that Tony is still alive? Because this, if he does, that'd be the second person that they thought dead that seems to be alive, and that'll make Chris seem even more suspicious. Like, even more suspicious. Even more like a Tony plant. Tony scheme, mind game. Like, it's never ending. I tell you what, though, it'd definitely, learning that Tony is still alive would definitely mess with both their mental, you know, like, just, oof. And Jeff. All the stuff that they went through with Tony. Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, they still need to be told regardless. Like, I know it's going to mess with him and it's going to make racing difficult, but at the end of the day, it's better for them to know that Tony is out there plotting and that somehow he escaped. Somehow he still has, you know, friends in high places, in the police or somewhere, that helped him to escape. And we need to be looking out for each other and, you know, looking out for our own backs. Because he's lurking. And you know he's going to be targeting them because he feels like they betrayed him, yada, yada, yada. All right. I think that's everything I want to say for this episode. This is a good episode. A little bit slower, which is fine. I'm sure it'll pick up as things get really heated with Tony making moves, whatever he's going to be doing. And as we get deeper into the car races, you know, I'm sure a lot of tension will still kick up with Charlie, with the new team, now that we have North, Charlie, and Babe all on the team together. So, yeah. All right. I will go ahead and end it there. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Go on over to Patreon if you're interested in early access and full length of this show, as well as other shows, including other BLs and Thai dramas. I've got C dramas over there. I've got a couple of J dramas too. I'll be adding to them. Not as many K dramas. Sorry, you guys. I know K dramas are really hot right now among reaction channels, but I actually don't watch a lot of K dramas anymore. Not none. I still watch them, just not a lot. But I'll get back into K-dramas soon, you guys. And I promise you guys, I will finish Move. I know I stopped moving. I know I stopped editing Moving, like, at episode 10 or so. But I swear to you guys, I will continue to edit and release Moving. It's not permanently on hold. It's not discontinued. I have filmed all of that show. I have it in the bank. I just have to edit it. It's one of the first shows that I edited. So it's like actually it takes a lot to get the video to where I need it to be so I can release the episodes. And that's why it's taking such a long time for me to edit. I'm sorry, guys. But you will get the rest of Moving And I have a couple other K-dramas in the bank too, including Night Flower, which I'm sure none of you guys want because it was such a niche kind of show with Honey Lee, but I wanted to watch it and I enjoyed it, so you guys will get it too. I also have what other K-dramas do I have? I have that one BL. Oh god, with the guy with the red hair. He was a secondary character. It was not a very good drama, but I do have that one. They were like teenagers or whatever in school, and one of them had red hair. He was the best character in the show. Was the red-haired guy. Everybody else was kind of eh. But what else do I have in terms of K-dramas? Oh, Big Mouth. I have Big Mouth. I filmed all of Big Mouth, so that's in the bank for you guys. I might throw up a poll for K-dramas, but I don't have a lot of them, so I'll have to film a few more K-dramas for us to do like a real poll. But I don't know. I just haven't been feeling K-dramas recently, so most of my content right now has been Thai dramas, C dramas, and J dramas. You know, so hey, you guys will get what you get. So let me know if you want something else. I'll take it into consideration. But I started this channel because I wanted to watch stuff that I felt like watching and that I was interested in and I was in the mood for. So, a lot of this channel is determined by my interest. More than anything. So right now I'm in my C-drama era. So you guys are just going to have to deal with my C-drama era. All right. We'll go ahead and leave it there. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Baby, it's whatever. All this ever, but you long gone, it don't matter.